Fiction horror story, Girlfriend. It felt as if my soul wanted to leave my body, because my girlfriend was always set on disturbing me. Her madness had reached the point where she would hurt me and suffocate me with the things she did. No matter where I went, she would follow me everywhere, as if she refused to be left behind at any cost. She wanted to always see me and be with me. Every single day went by like this. I couldn't focus on my work, because she kept disturbing me all the time, even while I was sleeping. I would often wake up suddenly, because she would slap me hard on the cheeks, or choke me while I was asleep. She would steal my moments of rest and drowsiness, which is why I couldn't sleep at night. No matter how much I pleaded and begged her to stop and leave me alone, she would never listen. On the contrary, she seemed even happier when she saw me on my knees, begging her to stop tormenting me. I had grown tired of my crazy girlfriend. I didn't even mind her being with me, as long as she wouldn't disturb me. I wanted to avoid her and end the relationship once and for all, because I was exhausted from stopping her over and over. But I couldn't do it, because my girlfriend was dead. I had killed her accidentally. I never told anyone, because I didn't want to go to jail. I buried her body in a place where no one would ever find it. But to this day, she is still madly in love with me, even after death. Maybe she is restless, because I killed her, and now she wants revenge. The truth is, she has me in her grasp. There are times when my life can be peaceful, but only on one condition: that I fulfill all her wishes. And if I don't, she won't just disturb me, she will possess my body and kill me, throwing me off the top of the tall apartment building where I live. A few days passed, yet she still wouldn't leave me alone. I had already given her everything she wanted just so she wouldn't bother me again. But she still didn't stop making her presence felt and disturbing me. She made my nights even more unbearable, to the point that I was forced to take a break from work. Then one day, my life seemed peaceful. I thought maybe this was finally the day she had promised not to disturb me. That night, the whole room was quiet, so I decided to get some sleep since I hadn't slept properly for several nights, because of my crazy girlfriend's constant harassment. I lay down on the bed, but every time I closed my eyes, I could see how I had killed my girlfriend. I tried hard to push the memory out of my mind, and by God's mercy, I fell into a deep sleep. She didn't appear in my dreams, something I was deeply thankful for. I thought maybe I could finally have peace, but by morning, I woke up with a start suffocating in a nightmare. My ghostly girlfriend had pinned me down and was choking me hard. I was drenched in sweat, gasping for air from her tight grip around my neck. Just like before, she was disturbing me day and night without end. My chest was so full of pent-up emotion it felt like it would explode, but I couldn't bring myself to fight back against her torment, because I knew I was the root cause of it all. My life wouldn't have turned into this nightmare if only I hadn't killed her. I didn't know what to do to silence her now after the unforgivable thing I had done. I thought maybe I could ask for her forgiveness, hoping she might listen. But before I could kneel before her again and apologize, the police suddenly stormed in. They had tracked me down to the apartment I had moved into after the incident. I couldn't resist, and I couldn't even confess my crime to them. When I stepped outside, there was my girlfriend's uncle, glaring at me with hatred. Now I'm locked up here in a small, cramped cell surrounded by iron bars. Before I was thrown in prison, I confessed to them and to her uncle that I had killed his beloved niece. I insisted it wasn't intentional. I killed my girlfriend because I was consumed by intense jealousy over her former lover. I had noticed that she often spent time with her ex-boyfriend, who would drop her off right in front of the apartment. I even asked her if she still loved him, but she stayed silent. My heart became certain that she had started seeing her ex again. The fights between us kept getting worse, and one day she finally admitted that she was back with her ex, because I was boring. She said she had never loved me, and from the very start of our relationship, whatever I gave her, she would pass on to her ex to keep him pleased. Hearing this completely shattered me. I lost control in a fit of rage. I didn't even realize what I was doing when I smashed a bottle of Red Horse beer over her head. The force shattered the bottle, and she fell to the floor, unconscious. When I came back to my senses, I saw her lying there dead, her eyes wide open and blood flowing. Panicking, I wiped the blood off the floor, stuffed her body into a garbage bag, carried it out of the apartment, put it in my car, and drove to a dense forest to bury her. But as luck would have it, her ex-boyfriend was standing outside, there to meet her. He saw me carrying the garbage bag and followed me. After I left, he dug up the grave and discovered the truth. He immediately informed the police and her uncle. I hid for a few days, but eventually, he tracked me down, and the police arrested me. I've been sitting in jail ever since, drowning in regret. But even here, my girlfriend's ghost hasn't stopped haunting me. She keeps tormenting me, just as she used to when she was alive. I told her to be silent now, because I'm serving my punishment, but she says she will never forgive me for taking her life. Her punishment for me is to stay with me forever, never letting me have peace, and to haunt me for the rest of my life.